Hey guys, Nick, aka the one and only Crisis YT, and today we're going to be reviewing the Kontrol Freek FPS Freek Havoc gaming stick things. I don't know exactly what to call them. I've been using for Kontrol Freeks for a while. I just call them Kontrol Freeks, but we're reviewing the Havocs today, so let's go ahead and check them out. As per usual with my reviews, I like to start out with the positive, the good stuff. Started on a happy note, but these are amazing. I've been using FPS Freeks for a long time, and the Havocs are just as good as the classic that I've always used, and that stays true. They look great, which is a big thing for me. If you've watched any of my other reviews or podcasts or anything like that, you know that a gaming peripheral must look good. It must look in its place, and these look very, very good on my controller, which is a red custom controller that I had made. So it looks very, very good on that controller, and I must say I like them as far as looks go. Now down to the real stuff. The real reason that you would buy Kontrol Freeks. It's simple. You want to improve your FPS game. That's why everybody buys Kontrol Freeks. That's why I originally bought them. I wanted better aim on Call of Duty and on Halo and on these FPS games. And these give it to you. These really, really do. They work. I swear by Kontrol Freeks in the fact that they help my long-range shooting game a ton. They help my accuracy a ton. I might one day, this is actually a good idea, I should play on an account without Kontrol Freeks and an account with Kontrol Freeks for like 30 games and see which one has the better accuracy. I guarantee it'll be the account that I played with Kontrol Freeks on, because Kontrol Freeks just make you be able to fine-tune those long-range shots so much more effectively than if you do not have them. I honestly will not play an FPS game now if I do not have Kontrol Freeks, because that's how much they help me. Last but not least, this is just a little pro that I wanted to throw in here. The grip on these, I was afraid would not be as good as the classics. The classics, if you guys don't know, have like, they look like the actual Xbox grips. However, on the Havoc FPS Freeks, which there is a link down below to them if you want to go check them out, and you're probably seeing them on your screen right now. But if you want to, as you can see, there is a skull on them. There's a skull in the middle of them and then circles around them, around that skull. I was afraid that that would hurt the grip, that it wouldn't have as good of an effect as the original FPS classics have, that I would slip and things like that. And I'm going to say that is not the case. I have not had any issues with the grip on this. If anything, it is better than the classics. So a good job goes to Kontrol Freek. I was really worried about that, and I was proven wrong. Nothing to worry about. The grip is 100% fine. With the Kontrol Freeks being so good, they have to have some downsides, one of which is their price. The original FPS Freeks used to be $10.99. The FPS Havocs are $20, $19.99. Very, very expensive if you ask me, especially since these are just two pieces of plastic at the end of the day that you put on a controller that do help your aim. Is it worth the investment? I think so personally, but I'm a very big FPS player. I'm very big into Call of Duty and Halo and these FPS games. So I would say yes, it's worth the investment. However, if you're not really into it and you don't care if you do better in Call of Duty or in FPS games, it's not. It really isn't. $20 is a bit much. However, that's where it stands right now. That's a con. Sorry. The next thing I wanted to mention, and it's not really a con as it is something that should be expected, but I guess it is a downside. These do take a while to get used to. Now, I've been using Kontrol Freeks for a long time, so I was able to pop these things on and go. No difference there. I had literally the exact same experience with these that I would with the classics, except the grip, like I said, was a bit better. However, when you first get Kontrol Freeks and you first put them on your controller, you're going to notice that your accuracy is probably going to go down. It's going to feel weird. It is. But then after time progresses, after about a few days of playing with them, or about, 5 hours in game for some. Some it's 30 minutes, some it's 5 hours. I've heard people that take 8 hours to get used to these things. They eventually start doing a ton better in game. And, it's something that you just have to work through, but it is a downside because a lot of people just want to pop them on and immediately do better, and that's not the case. So what is the final verdict on the Kontrol Freek FPS Freek Havocs? Well, I'm giving these a 4.5 out of 5 because they are an amazing, amazing, amazing set of Kontrol Freeks. They're just as good as the classics and probably better because of the grip. Go pick these up if you want to improve your Call of Duty game. If you're really serious about Call of Duty, go buy Kontrol Freek. You will not regret it. Nevertheless, guys, hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. It really helps me out. I am Crisis YT, and I'm out, guys. Peace.